All right, what's going on? And it's Josh here, and we are going to be going over some building a cover photo, doing some Canva stuff. And I'm going to apologize. I had some tacos earlier, and I got something on my shirt here, so don't let that distract you. Hopefully it's not, but I appreciate you being here with me. And for those of you who have not seen me before, that I haven't had the pleasure of being in your company. I just wanted to say, thank you for being here. And this is special for us because, or for me, is because this is the first time that I'm actually going through a walkthrough. I'm going to show you guys how to actually create eye-popping, professional-looking cover photos right in Canva for free to be able to build your business more effectively, turn your business, your Facebook page into a walking business billboard for exactly what you do, right? So the biggest thing here is, just pay attention. I'm gonna try to go, nice and steady and make sure that I don't zip too fast through it. I'm a techie guy, so I get this stuff and it's no big deal, but I know some of you guys aren't. So if there are questions afterwards, I am more than happy to hop on something one-on-one to help you through it. This is something that I've spent a lot of time in and building a lot of different covers and building a lot of different thumbnails and things like that. But I'm going to just let you know, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Josh Schoenert. My wife and I, we are in the network and affiliate marketing space, and we are also attraction marketing coaches. And I will tell you, a big thing for sure is that we love helping people. And our goal is to help people, specifically in the online marketing entrepreneurial world, help people learn how to bring their business to a fully online buildable state without using paid ads, without doing a lot of these spammy, awkward tactics. We want to help people be of value, and we want to help people be willing to just reach their hand out, have that servant heart, and help others, right? So that's what our goal is, and that's why we're doing stuff like this. All the stuff we do here is for free because we believe that people deserve to know exactly what we're doing and to know how to build their business without having to just reach into their pockets every time they see somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. This isn't going to be super formal. This isn't going to be something all bulleted or whatever. I am doing this live. This is not pre-recorded. And so I might screw up things. I might say things I probably shouldn't say, but bear with me. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And you're going to see me look over on the side. I have multiple monitors. So I just want to make sure that you guys, have the ability so I can see the screen and things like that, see your comments. But all right, so we're going to add that in. So here we've got Canva, right? And Canva is a free online marketing, I call it online marketing software, right? It's a graphic design software on the web that allows you to do whatever it is that you want to do to create awesome stuff, right? And it looks cool, right? You get on there and you're like, oh, look, Instagram post, Facebook cover, logo, Facebook post, Facebook ads, animated social media, right? And they have this, they have these things laid out so that way it's easy to see, you can see all your designs. And so to show you guys a little bit about what I do, right? This is what I do for myself, and I've done some things to help other people as well. But you can see that there's a lot of stuff in here, stuff that I've put together, different pictures. This is for one of our groups, different blogs, things that I've done for, when I did a post for our anniversary for my wife. So you can see that, this is not something that I'm new to, right? I create covers like this all the time. So here was a banner I was looking at testing for one of our pages. So stuff that I do a lot, and I just wanted to show you that, this is not something where I've come in here and just started using Canva and wanted to just show you a little something. I use this stuff every single day, and it rocks. It is probably one of the coolest applications I came across. But without further ado, so to start a design with Canva, the number one thing you want to do is you want to know what kind of design you want, right? And what we talked about is creating amazing cover photos, because I wanted to keep this simple. So amazing cover photos, you can go into create a design, and in here, they're going to give you a list of things that you can do to create your design. And you've got Instagram post, Facebook cover, logo, Facebook post, things like that. Now, one of the things you'll notice is right on the side over here, it's going to show you exactly the dimensions of that design. And what that means is that's going to tell you how big it is. And you'll notice in the Facebook cover is that it shows 2050 by 780 pixels. And the reason it shows that is because that's generally the width of your Facebook cover, right? That's going to be what your cover looks like on a desktop when somebody views that on their laptop or their computer or whatever the situation may be. So what we're doing is we're just going to choose that, right? And that's going to bring you up the editing part where it's going to show you just a blank slate. It's not going to give you anything fancy. It's not going to give you, a pre-made design, but you'll notice over here, there are actually some ideas. So like this one says for me, right? And this is going off of what this is cool. This whole for you thing, they actually track all the stuff that you do on your profile or like on your Canva profile. And it will allow you to get recommendations for kind of covers that you might like. And you'll notice too down here, there's things that say free and some of them, let's see if I can find one that says paid or premium or something like that. But most of these are free here. Either way, you'll see some that might have like a little crown on it and it'll say like premium or something like that. And maybe even in photos, you'll see some of that. Maybe we can find one. There you go. So see how that says pro, right? So as a pro subscriber, I get this for free. I'm a pro subscriber. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to be a pro subscriber, right? That just means that I've done that because I want access to all these other things. Canva's like $12 a month. It's really not that much for pro, but you don't have to be pro to make these things. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on free stuff. And I like to start with some sort of background. I like to start with some sort of inspiration of what I want to do. So I'm going to kind of flip through some of these and I'm going to find something. Actually, I'm going to go, or let's see here. Yeah. See, like here's one that I used before. So I used this background and then I changed it for my cover photo. But let me go back to the beginning. I saw this one here that actually looked really cool. I like this one, right? Go on an adventure. Okay. So you'll notice when I hover over some of this stuff, I get these little blue lines, right? That shows me, what the boxes are, what's there, what I can, use or change. And so just as inspiration wise, I use the background, but I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff and I'm going to change it up completely. So what you can do is you can click on these boxes. Now it's highlighted. If I move my mouse away, you can see it's highlighted. And I'm just going to hit delete, right? And it highlights the next box. I hit delete, go click on this one, get rid of that box. So now we have a background cover that looks nice and it's something that I can play with. And when we're looking, and I want to preface this a little bit that the covers I'm going to make are not just going to be plain old like, hey, here's me or whatever. I'm going to talk about actually making cover photos that will help you teach people how to learn about you and teach people what you're all about without even having to talk to you. Like turn your Facebook profile into a funnel, right? And so let's go over here and I'm going to show, I've got some uploads and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and show, grab a picture here. Let's go like this here. Let's grab this picture, right? So I want to put this picture on my cover photo, but I don't want it to look like this. I don't want it to have this background or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to say, you know what? I want to remove the background. Now, Canva has a really great effect thing, and I'm going to blow it up a little bit so you guys can see what's going to happen when I do this. But they've got this effects button up here, and this effects button will allow you to change the style of the photo. But one of the things that they have is they have a background remover, and I love Canva's background remover. It is very slick. Sometimes it can be a little iffy. So there are other programs out there that you can use. I'm not going to go into them on this call here on this live, but there are programs you can use on how to get more fine-tuned and cropping this stuff out. But all you got to do is with the picture selected, you just click on background remover. And I'm hands off right now. My hands are right here. I'm letting it do its thing. So it's looking at my picture. It's trying to see, can I remove the background? And we'll wait for it and we'll see. And in some more complex pictures, it will. Okay, look, there you go. So it took the background off of my picture and allowed me to go through and do this. Now, they do have a brush here, erase and restore. This is actually something new with Canva that they didn't have for a long time. And this is something that they've brought in. And what you can do is you can basically blow this up and you can take the erase brush, right? And you can kind of go through and you can erase certain things. So I can say like, I don't want to do it too much, but like, I could go in and just do a quick little erase there, right? And if I want to restore it, I can just go in and restore that part. It's really handy, but I don't use it a whole lot because as you can see, it really just, it did a great job removing the stuff on the picture. I mean, it looks great, right? And so now what I'm going to do is, when you're looking at the picture itself, you can see that it kind of hovers around there. But what you want to do is you want to go through and you want to make sure that you can have this picture in a specific spot that looks good. So we'll say something like this, right? And then a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll say, hey, I don't like how bright that background is. It really, I kind of blend in. I don't pop out a little bit. I don't really, it doesn't look like it's, it just looks fake, right? So what I'll do is I'll come in the background and I'll do this and I'll hit black. And then once you get up into here, let's see, where's my transparency button? Okay, so we lost the transparency button. That's not cool. We're gonna Control Z to go back. Here, we can do that. We'll just do that. We'll do the transparency button like this. Normally what I do, so here's some, actually, let's do this. Let's do it this way. So go to elements and we're going to see recently used here, shapes, and we'll go square, right? And I'm just going to take this, I'm going to set this transparency on the picture back to this. And so here's what's cool with Canva, right? I can spread this out and I can make it, boop, click right on the end. So it's going to go through and it's going to go like this. Now, one of the things that you're noticing here is my picture is now being hidden by this. I don't want my picture to be hidden. So you go up to the top and there's a button that says position and you just bring that forward. So now it's going to sit on top like this. We're going to bring this up here. We're going to spread all this out. We're going to cover that background photo. We're going to turn this color black. There's my transparency. So now, you know how you've seen people that have kind of this black sheen, like a darker background picture? That's how we did it. That's it. We put a thing over the top. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can just change the background color. But in this case, put a square on there, make it the whole picture in the background, make it somewhat transparent. I like that 60 to 70% range. So like 70 is a little bit darker. You can have something a little bit darker in the background. Now you notice I pop out of that picture. I'm not just sitting here, in the mesh of the background or anything like that. I actually pop out of that picture and you can see that I'm kind of 3D there. And with that darker background, you don't see the sharp lines on my picture anymore, right? So let's go ahead and let's stick with that. We'll leave that like that. And now you'll notice too, I don't have my body all the way over here. And the reason for that is because when you have your cover photo for your business and you have it set up on your desktop and then someone goes on mobile and they actually start looking at that stuff on mobile, you're going to get cut off. And so what you want to do is you want to go about a third of the way in over here. And in reality, I'm a little big. So we're going to bring me down a little bit and we're just going to do that. So that way on mobile, it's going to look decent, right? And so now we want to add some other things. Maybe you want to do some sort of information about what you do. So I know like my thing is my bio on my profile is I help entrepreneurs learn how to use attraction marketing to get more targeted prospects and sales without being spammy or awkward, right? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into text. Now, what's really cool with Canva is Canva gives you the option to just grab some headings, right? So headings are just your text on top of your picture, whatever it is. It's just something for people to read. But they also give you a bunch of different font combinations. So they give you some really cool stuff. You know, they give you some, you know, kind of funky things, gamer type things. Here's some things, you know, probably somebody who is more into like somebody who's, you know, a woman that's in health and wellness. Maybe that's better. Or if you're a guy and you like this too, that's cool. I mean, I don't care. But, you know, we could be kind of funny with this, and, you know, we could try to make it more glowy. Here we go. This kind of fits. So coffee, please. But here's what's cool. This is just an example, right? This has nothing to do with what you're going to say, but I could go through and I could put in my name, right? And it's kind of big. So just like, you know, Word, just like Outlook, just like things like that, you can change the font size. And so we'll go like something like that, right? And we can put up, we'll go like right here. And then let's go grab, because it kind of fits that background, right? That wooded background. So then let's go find something here. Rodeo's good. Kind of similar, but a little different. And we're going to say, and actually this is really big. I can tell this right now. This is going to be really big. I'm going to drop this down. Let's keep going. Boom. And you can see how this is all mixed together. There's this line height thing, this letter, this right here. And what this is going to do is this is going to kind of separate that out. So you can move that to however you want. So we're going to go like this. Hey, Becky. Hey, Kyle. Thanks for, thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate you. All right. So hope you guys are learning something. Yeah, Becky, look at this. Becky, this is so helpful. I never knew all Canva could do, right? Like some people just see Canva and they're like, I can just crop out my picture and do something or whatever it is. But Canva is really, really useful. Canva has a lot of stuff. So now we can see this is really still too big. Like this is way too big. So we're going to drop this down. Let's go like 16-point font. Look at that. Beautiful. So now, and you see how this last line is real long? What you want is you want to make it easy for people to read this. You want to make it easy for people to see what it is that you do and, what it is that they're going to get when they come to you, right? And I'm actually going to bring this down more centered because what's going to happen, not that. What's going to happen is when I put this on mobile, it's actually going to be kind of iffy. So you want to make sure that you have this more centered like this. And we're going to go in here like this. Now, I like to do my whole without thing. I like making that a little bit smaller. And the reason for that is because I like to make sure that, there's definitely that, like we don't want the negative being so out there, right? We don't want people seeing the negative and go, oh man, we don't want them feeling like that's all we care about. And what I like to do, so this looks bland, right? This is just real simple, nothing crazy. There's nothing really there that's like popping out. So I like to take specific keywords. This is a marketing tactic. I'm going to be straight up with this. This is 100% a marketing tactic. And I'm going to take these keywords and I'm going to change the color of them, right? So I'm going to go in here, and so blue blends in too much. We're not going to do blue. Let's do, how does orange look? Orange blends in too. And see, this is how this all works, right? When I make covers, this isn't perfect. I don't come out here. There you go. Boom. Attraction marketing. And then we're going to take prospects and we're going to go green and green. We're going to do targeted as well. No, that's too. So let's go orange. Oh, lost my color. All right. So now, and actually I'm going to change this because that red just doesn't sit right with me. So let's go. No, pink isn't right either. And this is again, this is all about what is it that you see? Trial and error. Find something that looks like it might be useful. Find a color that pops out at you. You know, I used this teal before. Maybe I'll use this blue this time. There we go. That's better. So, and actually it's funny because I like these colors, but let's pick something different than what I've got, right? Let's pick something different than what I've done already. So let's go with purple. Hey, look at that. Attraction marketing. Okay, so now we've got something that pops. They know what I'm doing, attraction marketing. They know what they're going to get, targeted prospects and sales. They know what they can do without, spammy or awkward, right? So we want to have something in here that gives them a clear direction of what it is we want them to do. So in these cases, what you're going to get is we talk about a call to action. We're talking about someone who is, they're coming to you. They're trying to see how you're going to help them. And so I'm going to say, you know, get your free thing. You know, let's, like for us, we promote a free group. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to go into elements like this. And what's cool with Canva, this is pay attention to this right here. You want to make your life really easy in Canva. Don't try to go find everything. Search for it. Go to search. Button. Oh, look. Buttons. Now, some of these are legitimately buttons, but like, look at all these. Have you seen these before in marketing? Have you seen buttons like this before? So we're going to find one that kind of matches what we're doing in this background. Hey, look at that. Perfect. That matches. Now it's kind of big. So we're going to bring this down. And then instead of saying what it is, like in my cover photo right now, I say join the free group, right? It might change in the future. It might not. That's just what I have right now. But you could just straight up, we'll go back to text. Let's go find something. Let's use the same font we used before, right? Let's use this one. And you notice that it's always going to put it in here big like this. But we're just going to say click here. And we're going to bring this down. And we're going to make it till about visually about the right size. So I would say that's a little too big because it kind of it gets all over the button. So there. And you notice, pay attention real quick, the dotted lines, oops, sorry, the dotted lines in the button. What it's doing is it's telling me that it's centering it on the button itself. So that means that those words are as center as possible for the element that's there. That is as centered as possible on that button. And what I'm going to do, and here's what's cool. When you do this, if you do like a, I'm going to click off of this. Nope. See, that's not letting me do it. Sometimes you can just select them all, but it's not going to let me do it this time. But what you can do is just move this over a little bit, move this one over a little bit, get it centered up in the button again. And if you want to really give them something kind of cool, let's go back to elements and let's go arrow. Now we're going to get a whole bunch of arrows, right? Whole bunch of them. But now we've got a bunch of different curvy ones. We got some really cool looking ones here. Look at this. Here is one exactly what I'm looking for. And let's go color. Let's go. Let's go orange. Bring this down like so. And there's a different option, a couple different options you have for the lines. You can either line it up like this, or you can line it up centered. I'm going to go centered like this. All right. That's it. Live, brand new, from scratch. Quick cover photo. Simple and easy. And now, you know, and yes, it doesn't look the greatest. It doesn't, you know, this isn't something that somebody spent a bunch of time on. But look at that, took me 15 minutes. I did a little bit of talking beforehand. I did a little bit of work kind of, you know, introducing myself and things like that. But all this was using the tools in Canva to find the right content, put together something that looks, you know, somewhat professional, and get it out there. And yes, the nice thing is that you can go through and you can move this around. I'd say, you know, I don't like where this is. I want to have it a little more centered. You can do that. You know, if you want to make it all kind of, you know, fun and twisty, you can come over here and there's this little kind of arrow button. You can turn it. So now I can come over here and I could say, I want to have this kind of be off on the side. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to plaster my name kind of across like this, right? Like you can do whatever it is that you want with Canva to make it look however you want. There's no requirements. There's no, I mean, and it's all about your personality. What you're looking for is you want something to come out that you like, that is all about you, that talks about you. You know, I love going camping. I love being in the woods. I love being at the lake. That's the thing for me. You know, I'm kind of a casual guy, so I'm not sitting here in a suit and tie. I'm in jeans and a button-up shirt, hands in my pockets. If someone came to my profile and looked at this, if they're that kind of person, they instantly connect with me. They're going to go, that Josh looks like a cool dude. I'm going to go ahead and click on his thing. And then in here, and we'll go through some strategies. I had another Facebook or kind of like a Facebook profile walkthrough a little bit before I touched on it, but I'll probably do another one that's a little more in depth. But this is pretty simple. And the nice thing about Canva is all you got to do is up here in the top, there's this download button. You can change the name of this. So I could say like, I could go through and say, let's do a live FB cover photo. Download, it's going to give you a couple options. You can have transparent background. You can compress the file. Don't do this. It's going to make it look like junk. You can change the size right here. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You know, I can say, you know, if I want to be really crisp and clean, I could say, you know what, make it 4100 by 1560. Double the pixels on the page. So that way, when I go put it up on Facebook, it's going to look nice and clean, right? So I'll do that. Download it. It's going to say preparing your design. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick run through, show you kind of what to do in terms of getting this put onto your profile, right? So now it's in my downloads folder. I'm going to open up Facebook. We're going to go to my profile. So something you're going to notice already once I get to my profile is that here's my cover photo I have right now. Same things, you know, I talked about I use the same colors. I like those colors. They sit well. But you want to go edit your cover photo, go upload photo. I'm going to go, so here's a bunch of different covers I've made. Like, look at all this stuff I've made with Canva. And there's different versions of things too, right? But I'm going to go into downloads. I'm going to go live cover photo. Now, I'm not actually going to upload it to my profile, obviously, but look, see, it's there. Now, I will say, you know, you can drag it to reposition it. You can make it look however you want. You know, you can do whatever. Now, in this situation, I did not account for the picture being here. I know it's here, but I did not account for that. This is a good, a good thing to tell you, like, look, this is where your picture is going to be with the new Facebook layout. So maybe I should have left it off on the side. Maybe I should have put the click here, you know, put the words up here and click here over here on the side. That would have been fine. So here's the cool thing about that. And I'm just going to take a couple more minutes and show you how easy it is to change this, right? So I'm going to click cancel. I'm going to go back to Canva. So, right, I have this all here. I knew that this was cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to move this up a little bit because I knew I had some room. I'm going to take this arrow. And here's what's cool with Canva. I can move this arrow And you notice it shows the degrees on the side. So I'm a full 90 degrees. I'm going to take this button. I'm going to move this guy over here. I'm going to say click here. So now we have this arrow pointing over to this side. We're going to go download. We're going to double it again just because I like the cleanliness of it. You notice it doesn't care about the same name being there. Your computer is going to take care of that for you. Once that's done, you're going to see it pop up at the bottom, right down here. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to say edit cover photo. I'm going to say upload photo. You'll notice here's the new one, has a 1 at the end of it. It's going to put it in there. There you go. Check that out. So in that little bit of time, all that took, that literally, I mean, and some of you aren't as techie as me. I get it. And I get that this can be scary and I get that this can be a lot. But just understand that it's not hard to get yourself a professional looking cover photo, get your message out there, get yourself, some stuff going on, get some people looking at your profile. Look better than all the other people out there that are just either showing their products or they got a picture of their dog up there or whatever. If you're going to be a professional on Facebook, you need to have a professional cover photo. And that's why I wanted to do this and show you that Canva is not scary. Canva is free and you can build stuff just like this in that amount of time. That took me 15 minutes, all good. So I do have another thing I'm going to get to. I did want to show you one more thing though. You notice with this click here thing that we did, right? What that does is you want to make sure that you have something in the description of the photo. So right here, this is for us. This is the freebie, the free group that we have. This is a group that teaches people how to use attraction marketing. This is for entrepreneurs, and this is for anybody who wants to learn how to build their business organically on Facebook. So this is what we have here. This is our message. Don't put a cover photo up that says click here and then have nothing here. Make sure you put something there so that way people know what they're actually clicking there to get. So that's all for now. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'll see you guys on the next training. We got another cool thing coming up next week. I'm actually going to go through something else. I'm not going to give it away just yet, but I'm going to go through another live walkthrough next week as well. And actually, I don't know. I'm going to be in California next week, so I might not do a walkthrough. I might do some mindset training. We'll do some mindset training next week. But either way, my name's Josh. I thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you, investing in your own success and investing in your own path forward. And we will see you next time.